There comes a time in every young person's life when direction, guidance, and knowledge will steer them on a course that will change the way they live forever.
After the experience at the ranch, I think I've become a better person.
I think kids play such an important role in our society. The foundation they build now is just going to make them better their whole life.
Just makes you want more out of life and, be grateful for the things you have.
My sons became mentors to me as an adult from what they learned at the ranch.
Nestled in the picturesque San Luis Valley in Colorado, the J. Kyle Braid Leadership Ranch has been home to thousands of high school sophomores from across the country.
The purpose is to bring out young leaders between their sophomore and junior year of high school and go through comprehensive leadership training and then go back into their community. This way, they've got 2 years in high school to make a difference.
We are focused on helping kids develop their assets, to be able to have the opportunities and the skills, the competencies that they need to grow up to be productive, responsible adults.
Sometimes a tragic event in one person's life becomes a gift for another.
The ranch was started in memory of my son, Kyle Braid. He was a starter on the football team as a sophomore, and he was told by a coach that he needed to get bigger and stronger and faster no matter what it takes. And he and another boy decided that they were going to take anabolic steroids. And as a result of his use of steroids and an impulsive mood swing, ended up taking his own life.
After his death, instead of asking the question, why do bad things happen to good people, you need to ask yourself the question, what do good people do when bad things happen to them? So I said to Colleen, we need to do something. We were out in Colorado, woke up one night and said, I know what to do.
To prevent Kyle's tragedy from happening to other teens and their families, Ken and Colleen Braid founded the J. Kyle Braid Leadership Foundation in 1994. Their curriculum helps build and reinforce teenagers' leadership skills. This is done largely by teaching them to listen, to understand, and to help one another.
I see every day the impact that kids have on other kids in our schools. I mean, I see it in the hallway, I see it on athletic teams, I see it in the classroom. Kids listen to other kids.
At the time, we couldn't find one program nationwide that dealt with kids that were helping other kids that were in that position. So we decided that we were going to work with the good kids that would have more influence and more of an impact on other kids.
For 8 weeks every summer, at least 20 high school sophomores at a time spend a week at the JKB Leadership Ranch for an intense program of both classroom and experience-based learning, taught by educators, psychologists, and other experts.
We start out with helping them identify their own strengths and the strengths of the other teenagers who are here. The next thing we do with them is to teach them some skills that they can use within their community with other kids, helping them become better communicators, and finally we help them identify their goals and their missions so that when they go back to their community, they can make their communities better places.
Through activities such as horseback riding, whitewater rafting, and team-oriented competitive games, teens build self-esteem while also learning to work with each other.
One week out at the Leadership Ranch is going to be a great week. I mean, they meet a lot of people, they make a lot of new friends. Our goal, though, is not just to have a fun week. Our goal is to take the leadership that they already have and teach them how to be better leaders, and then send them back to their schools for 2 more years of influence on their peers and on their teammates.
Students that attend the J. Kyle Braid Leadership Ranch bring positive characteristics and habits back home. Their ultimate goal is to share and spread the knowledge with their peers.
It's amazing for me to watch the kids come in the first day and they're talking and they're bonding, but when they leave, they're a close-knit group.
You could just tell that they are anxious to get back and tell their families what they learned, share with teammates what they've learned, and begin the process of impacting other people in their life because of what they've learned.
Once the students have left the ranch, the skills they have acquired are put to work by influencing other students and aiding the community.
When they come back from the ranch, it's pretty amazing. They're all fired up to do all this stuff and get involved, so we jump in right away. They're much more outgoing. You know, the Braids do a real good job of giving kids a light at the end of the tunnel in terms of accomplishing goals.
When our sons came back from the ranch, the first difference was they couldn't stop talking to us. It was like they were comfortable in conversation and being open with us.
As a parent, you know, you think of all the wonderful achievements our kids have had, you know, either with grades or sports. I personally get the greatest kicks now when my children tell me about how they're affecting the lives of others.
I wouldn't have guessed that it would be still impacting my life as much as it is today. It is a huge part of how I've gotten to be where I am, as well as where I'm going, and direction for how I live my life.
In my legal practice, it's all about leadership and counseling, and if I had never really mastered those skills at the ranch, I certainly wouldn't be where I'm at today.
The J. Kyle Braid Leadership Foundation is changing lives forever and for the better.
We really feel thankful that our kids had this opportunity, and the fact that we can give back personally or in a business setting to try to contribute to this kind of cause, I think is wonderful.
It makes you want to get up every day and just do everything you can, you know, to help people out and improve things. It just completely changes your outlook on life. It makes you want to become, you know, closer with your family, with your friends. It makes you want to try harder in school. It makes you want to generally, you know, just be a better person.
The program is all about the ripple effect, or as they call it, paying it forward. It's all about helping one kid and allowing that kid to continue to help other kids.
I see this as one of the most impactful programs I've ever been involved in, and it gives me an opportunity to interact with some of the best kids that there are, and to help them become who they're supposed to be, to help them reach their potential.
The kids that come here, they're not the problem, they're the solution. And we just believe that if you come on this earth and you leave it just a little better, you've done what you're supposed to do.